So if you follow me on Twitter, you will know that I have been ranting and raving about what car I want next, because let's be honest, the Suzuki Swift I have right now is probably not going to be here forever. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should do, because Twitter is literally the other half of YouTube, and I can pretty much say that for most YouTubers. For me at least, I mean, it's literally the other side of this, so if you don't follow me on there, link is down in the description. But for those that don't already know, I want to get a BRZ or a GTX 6 as my next car. It's something which I've wanted for years now. The car has only been out for, what, like 5 years? I'd say for a good 4 of those, I've wanted one. It's not my dream car. My R32 Skyline is still my dream car, but I'd like to learn the mechanics of a car before I'd make the jump to an R32 Skyline, and nor would I really want to get a really poor conditioned R32 Skyline. So it's always kind of been a dream for me to kind of get my BRZ and then get my R32, and today I thought it would be a cool idea to build this kind of BRZ in here and then maybe kind of like compare it to what actually happens maybe in a year's time or something. I just think that was a really cool idea, and it's something which I could look back on and be like, oh, I actually did that in the game. Now obviously Need Speed's a bit weird with the customization, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to do phase 1, which is non-Rocket Bunny kit, and then phase 2, which is Rocket Bunny kit, because there's not much customization you can actually do once you put the Rocket Bunny kit on, because yes, I would want to do that, I think. So as you can see, we have the BRZ right here, and we're going to go ahead and build it. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things to do in this game, is just build cars that I would build in real life. So the height, we're going to slam it all the way to the ground. Would I do that in real life? I really don't know. I don't think it really matters either, but we're just going to do it anyway. Right, so let's go ahead and actually get to the visual customization. Now, Need for Speed is one of those games, if I was going to do this on any game, it would be Need for Speed. And just, I mean, just purely based on how many options there is. There's so many goddamn options. Now, the issue, and I mentioned this in my my review video, the part sets are really weird. You either have to put the Rocket Bunny kit on, or you don't put the Rocket Bunny kit on at all. So that's why we're doing it in 2 phases. Now, if we go ahead to the splitter, I definitely would put like some type of like splitter on. Give it kind of a stock look, not too OTT. Yeah, Saban, carbon. I like carbon. Fenders, right, there we go. So we've got a Charge Speed one, a Saban one, and a Ghost one. Honestly, doesn't really change it much. Just for jokes, I wouldn't do this in real life, but we'll just put the Saban one on just so it is a tad bit wider. Side skirts, again, a similar thing, really. There's a lot of options for this one, actually, compared to the bumpers for some reason. Like, a lot of the bumpers, the front bumpers and the rear bumpers, are down to part sets, but for this, we have a lot of goddamn options. And again, I think I'm just going to go with the Saban one. There's going to be a consistent theme in this video. You're going to see a consistent theme with the parts I pick, and that is kind of on purpose, but not really on purpose. Rear fender, we only have the choice of 1 charge. I swear we had 2 choices for the front. That is really weird. So we've got a Saban for the front fender, but nothing on the rear. In that case, we're gonna get rid of the Saban one on the front, because that just annoys me in my head. I know it doesn't change it much, but that just like that's just frustrating. If we go over to the tail lights, we have plenty of options for the tail lights in this game. That's something which has been greatly improved. We can black them out. We can put Valenti tail lights. We can blacked out Valenti tail lights. I would put the red Valenti tail lights on my car, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do, is we're going to go ahead and buy these red ones. I really like these. I've always liked them. I remember when I used to watch TJ Hunt, and I always saw these, and they, like, because obviously Calvin has one as well, and it was one of their tail lights which really got my attention, so to say. Right, rear bumper. That is great. I guess we're just going to go straight to the diffuser then, really, because I haven't really got much choice, have we? Right, again, for those people that know me in real life, I am one to do stupid shit. Diffusers like that for stage 1 of this car, you can hardly see it. That is stupid shit, which I would do. So we're going to go ahead and add that. And now we're going to go ahead and add the exhaust. Now, this is one thing which I've put a lot of thought into. It's one thing which, again, I've just thought about a lot, really. I probably would straight pipe it. Where from, I'm not sure. But I would straight pipe it. Completely would straight pipe it. I see so many people saying, like, you're a retard. Why would you do that? Like, it's really, really loud. Isn't that kind of the point? Right, spoilers! Right, this is where things will get interesting. Now, obviously, I would want a Rocket Bunny kit at some point, but I just think that makes no sense. That just looks so weird. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to remove it, and we're going to change the trunk lid to the Saban trunk lid, because I just think that looks a lot better. And obviously, if I was going to rehaul the car, like parts, getting rid of these types of parts wouldn't really matter too much. So that's what I would do with the back. I think that looks quite nice, actually. I kind of like how it complements it. It doesn't look too OTT, doesn't look ridiculous. It still looks relatively street. For like a pre-Rocket Bunny phase car, I think that looks really nice. Right, the rims. The rims are a complicated one. Ooh! I'm saying this from consistency's sake. like, I probably would keep the same rims as I move on, and it would probably be something like these Workmeister M1s or maybe some VSXs. So I'm going to put those on just for now, and honestly, the colour's kind of fine. I would probably do that myself, maybe put them chrome. So I'm not going to mess with that too much, and then I could get really nitpicky, put the Brembo brakes on and stuff, but I'm not going to bother with that for now, because I think that generally is kind of it for phase 1. That's how I would do it for the most part. Give you a quick 360 view to see what that's like. What would I do with the car? Honestly, I don't really know. I think I'd have to keep it as a road car. I wouldn't really make it into a drift car, just because that would come with so many problems. Like, I see so many friends of mine who have drift cars have so many problems. So I would probably keep it as just a road machine. Jack of all trades, master of none. Now, we aren't done there, because now we need to do phase 2, but I actually already made phase 2 because there's not really an awful lot to do already. So let's say a year down the line, I've got a bit more money, the R32 is coming along quite nicely. This is what I would do to the BRZ. Yay, yes. Yes, look how stupid it looks. Look how ridiculous it looks. It's even got a livery. Yes, I would put a livery on my car. I'd make it louder. I'd make it so much more stupid. The things I would do if I had a bit more money, you actually don't even realise. I'd make it a bit more louder. I'd probably turbo or supercharge it. If I've got an R32 daily, you can almost guarantee that this was going to be some type of ridiculous drift car or race car. And yes, I would put a livery on it because I think that would be absolutely hilarious. Now, whether any of this actually happens is completely down to money and where YouTube goes in the future. So if you want to see this, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I thoroughly believe this will happen at some point soon. It all depends on how much money I have and if I can afford to buy one. If I can afford to buy one, chances are that will be coming, and then not too long after, this will be coming once I've bought my R32. So for now, we're going to leave this here. Maybe when I eventually buy one, I can look back at this video and we can actually compare it and stuff in like a 6 months time. But I just thought I'd do this as kind of a diary entry, really, to what my next car is going to be and the way I'm going to go forward with it. I know a lot of people saying, why don't you get an R32 sooner, this, that, and the other. There's two kind of problems with that. A is insurance, and B, I don't want to get a shit one. I want to make sure I get a pristine conditioned R32. And obviously to do that, you kind of need to be in a better position monetary-wise. As well with the BRZ or a Toyota GT86, they're a lot more widely available. The parts are widely available. There's a bunch of reasons. It's newer, so it's not going to break down as much. Whole bunch of reasons why I would get this over, say, something like an S13. You know, warranties and stuff. But like, I just wanted to make this as a little bit of a diary entry. If you have any questions, tweet me is the best way of getting a hold of me. Like I said at the start of this video, and we can talk over on Twitter, because I'm slowly getting worse and worse at replying at comments. But I will try my best in the comment section down below. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe, and peace.